Hello ka na, hello. Welcome back Nunpan Kuok song my about life in America and my Three Thorns fruit orchard. Growing tropical fruits and vegetables in North Texas can be really hard because the weather changes a lot. Sometimes it gets cold suddenly, winters last a long time and summers are very hot. But even with this tricky weather, Vietnamese gardeners in North Texas have found ways to grow tropical fruits. With careful attention and the right techniques, they can grow papaya, star apple, acerola cherry, rose apple, starfruit, soursop, and lots of different vegetables. Here are some important tips and techniques to help you grow these tropical plants in a place like North Texas, where the weather is unpredictable. Number 1. Choosing plants and the planting location. Choose plants that can handle cold weather. When you're planting tropical fruits in North Texas, it's super important to pick the right kind. You want plants that can handle cold weather or have been specially bred to live in this type of climate. For example, choose types of papaya and cherimoya that can handle low temperatures. This will help them survive the winter. Now let's talk about where to plant. Pick a spot that gets lots of sunshine, especially a place that's blocked from the wind. Planting near a south-facing or west-facing wall is a good idea because the wall will hold the sun's warmth and protect your plants from the wind. Number 2. Soil preparation and drainage. The soil is really important. It needs to be loose, full of nutrients, and drain well. Tropical plants don't like soggy roots, so mix in some compost and sand to help the soil breathe and let the water flow through. Drainage is key, especially when it rains a lot. Building raised beds can really help because it keeps the roots from sitting in water. Number 3. Planting and protecting your plants during winter. Planting in pots. For small or young plants, pots are great because you can easily move them inside or into a greenhouse when it gets cold. Cover and protect your plants. During the winter, cover your plants with frost cloth or use heating lamps to keep them warm. Put potted plants in a protected area, like a greenhouse or a shed, to keep them safe from frost. Now let's talk about how to care for your plants and water them properly. During the hot summer months, water your plants regularly to keep the soil moist, but don't overwater them. When winter comes, cut back on the watering to prevent the roots from rotting. Next, let's talk about fertilizer. It's best to use organic fertilizer or compost to give your plants the nutrients they need. It's especially important to add fertilizer rich in potassium and magnesium for plants like papaya, soursop, and star apple trees. Number 5. Pruning and pest control. Prune your trees regularly to keep them open so they can get plenty of sunlight and to prevent pests and diseases. Trim away any weak branches, diseased branches, and branches that are crossing over each other to help your trees grow strong. Check your plants often to spot any signs of pests or diseases early on. Use safe pest control methods like spraying with garlic or chili pepper solutions to avoid using harsh chemicals. Number 6. Common tropical plants and how to care for them. Papaya trees need soil that drains well and is rich in nutrients. During the winter, papaya trees need to be covered really well or moved into a greenhouse. Rose apple trees like moist soil and lots of sunlight. You'll need to protect them from cold wind and frost by covering them in winter. Acerola cherry trees need soil that's full of nutrients and plenty of sunlight. During the winter, cover them up and make sure the temperature doesn't get too low. Star apple trees need soil that drains well and a spot with lots of sunshine. Protect them from the cold and prune them to keep their shape. Starfruit trees are easy to grow but need protection from the cold. They need soil that drains well and is rich in organic matter. Soursop trees like soil that's full of nutrients and drains well. It's really important to cover them during the winter because they're very sensitive to the cold. Number 7. Harvesting and storage. Harvest your fruits when they're fully ripe to enjoy the best flavor. For fruits like papaya and star apple, pick them when they're still a bit firm and let them ripen at room temperature. Tropical fruits usually don't last very long, so it's best to eat them or use them soon after you pick them. Growing tropical fruits in North Texas takes patience and knowledge, but with the right preparation and care, you can create a thriving garden filled with your favorite tropical fruit trees. From my Three Thorns fruit orchard, I wish you all happy gardening. Goodbye.